Hi and welcome to hashtag Flip Through Friday, which is hosted by Gwen the Trash Witch. I just want to go through a quick little flip through, but I wanted to show you these. These are antique albums. But let me start here. Let me start with this one. This actually, I believe, was more of a souvenir album because it had all these stickers. You see this? Someone took pictures and these are more like pictures, but they're so fragile. Oops. Yep. I want to make something special with these books. And one of my friends, um, Lorna, Tailor-Made Journal, she actually gave me a few ideas. So look, I want to share with you. Isn't this amazing? A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This one does not have the year, and I believe this might not either. This site is exclusively for the address, but it doesn't have it. And May 31st. You, don't you think? Hope to hear from you when you reach Manila. Mary Hoover, Steamboat Rock, Iowa. But it doesn't have also a year. Now this says class of 24. So that's 102 years old. Isn't that pretty amazing? This is awesome. And then there's a couple of these that were in here. And I bought this. Many, look at this. This is real German die cut or sticker. It really is. Look at that. Yep. So I bought this from Patty Lang. She has sacred mementos. Look her up. Look at this. This is all Honolulu. So this must be all from Hawaii, maybe. And there's a young lady there. And it doesn't have much of anything anymore. I think this is where the postcards were. And then there's all this black paper. I don't think there was anything anymore here. And these tend to be pretty pricey. 1911. And this says Tennessee. Yeah, 1911. And it's at 7 p.m. Amazing. Dear Ernest, we are having a fine time. The weather is very hot here. We may be back next week. We were out at the park yesterday and had a fine time. Please write soon. From the Twins Mountains. I think it says Twin Mountain or Twins Mint and something else. The Millers. This is Illinois. Can you imagine? 1911. Look at the stamp. Does that look? Is that Washington? I think it might be. So let me see if I have anything else. But I don't think so. I think that was all that was in here. But I'm going to use this black paper. So this is where I guess you would put like an insert or a card or a picture this way. So, oh, wait. There's a few things back here. I don't think there's anything in between. No. So see, now this is embossed. This is like raised. And so now it says here, Hawaiian hula dancers. Look at this. I have to take these off gently so I could save these. And then I should take a picture to find out how old these are. On the beach of Waikiki near Honolulu. And then it says Poly Hawaiian Battle Scene, Honolulu. And then here's some stickers. Westgate, Canterbury. And here's some more. Oh, look. These are vintage pictures. Yep. I'm not going to pull on it in this one too. These are young men. This handsome young man. Another one here. I wonder if this has anything. I don't really want to pull it. I'm going to have to use dental floss. And it says, don't speak to the man at the wheel. And here it says, the patents, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Wow, interesting. And it was $4. That's a lot of money back then. Should acquaintance be forgotten, never brought to mind? Should all acquaintance be forgot and days of all lang syne? Sign. Here's a baby and it says goodbye and good luck. So here's this. All this is going to go in a journal. I'm going to save the spine and see if I can somehow salvage this. Maybe. So there's some vintage Scotch tape. And here's the other one. This one's blank. This is just a photo album. I didn't have any pictures in here. I didn't get any pictures in here. But I just want to show you how the albums used to be. And then, of course, people would write, which no one's written on this. I'm pretty sure it did have pictures because when you go through this, let me show you. Too bad it didn't have any pictures. Look at this. But I want to save all this. Oh, that's part of the paper. I put this in here because it had a smelly smell to it. But this is, we're talking now, I think I've had this maybe 5-6 years. But the only reason I wanted also to share with you is because I wanted you to see the different type of frames they had for their pictures. Look at that. Right here, right here. And I thought this one had a name on it. Maybe this is not the one. I do have another one that's fairly old too. And it's the same way. But this is my flip through. Make sure if you use the flip through, you use the hashtag Flip Through Friday. Tag Gwen. And show us what you have. So there it is. Look how old this is. This is very old. Anyways, enjoy your Friday. Remember to come back. Bye now.